I like how one printed picture can make you feel something or can make everyone feel something else, and what emotions can you get out of what you see, what someone captured. So that's very interesting for me, how we can approach photography and the visuals. Hello, I'm Natalia Poniatowska and I'm a photographer, photography artist, photo artist, contemporary artist, fashion photographer. Yeah, I think it's tricky to say who am I, because I do many things, but it's all connected to photography, so I could say I'm a photo artist. I'm currently based in Warsaw in Poland, so I basically work with still and moving images. I work with digital and film, and I'm just trying to present this ordinary, not staged and not idealized world in my art. So yeah, that could be me. I'm more up for the moments I'm just capturing, so it's actually never staged, and I could never imagine a picture that I want to take. It's more that I see something and then I just capture it. It could be an interest in light, it can be an interest in the moment or situation, or just people I could be interested in. And there was only one project I did when I staged everything, and it was a project called What If We Can See More, when I painted vegetables black and created this still images. So that was the only staged project. The rest is very much of what I see and what comes up in front of my camera before I kind of imagine it. This project is the first project where I kind of rejected nostalgia. It's more about the photography as a medium and the act of observation and capturing the right or not right moment. It's a very important project for me because it came up in, of course, final year of Glasgow School of Art, so there was a pressure on it to make it good. But it also came out with just having a lot of pictures that I never showed before, and I could never make any project out of them. The project itself, it's a lot about observation, and it's a lot about photography as a medium and how we see. The project outcome is also a book, quite a big book, and I only made 2 copies of this that are more like a display copies for exhibitions. It was fun to make this project because I printed very small pictures of all the photographs I had on my hard drive that were kind of forgotten. So when I first printed, it was around 500 pictures, and I put it all over the room. And I stood on the bed and I started picking pairs that were very much just a visual pairing them. So when I've seen something with green and I've seen something else with green, I just pair them up, and that's how I made the book. Some of the things are very easy to notice, what I've seen, but other things are more about the moment itself and how does the moment relates to the other moment that I captured in completely different time of my life. And Moments I Never Showed You is a project that was shot in several countries and mostly in the places I don't belong to. and people who are in the projects are strangers. So it's different work to my previous works that were much about homesickness, about belonging, about longing for belonging. Longing for Belonging is my first photo book that is something between a zine and a photo book, and it was made in my first years in Glasgow School of Art, which was around 4 years after I left my home country and moved to the UK. Longing for Belonging is very personal and very kind of private zine that speaks to me about my homesickness and about finding my own place and place I belong to. Being in Glasgow as a student, as a foreign, was quite difficult to feel like home at the beginning, and I think we've all been there as a student. But this book kind of started by me just going back home like twice a year for Christmas or Easter, and whenever I came back to Glasgow, I've noticed I have so many pictures from home, but I don't have any taken in Glasgow. So I realized through photography that I'm actually missing home, and I started just doing more research about what do I feel, why do I feel it, and why is photography like actually telling me what do I feel, which was very interesting too. It wasn't like a therapy, but photography really helped me to understand my feelings and what I'm going through. It's been a year since I graduated from Glasgow School of Art, and it's a year which is quite difficult for many people, and was also not easy for me because suddenly you are out of the safe bubble and meeting your tutors and getting help on whatever you need. But it's also been a great year for me to move forward from GSA and to figure out that actually to make a project I can spend few years. It doesn't have to be a term, it doesn't have to be, there's no deadlines. So I started working on a project with my grandma. She was forced to resettle from Lviv in Ukraine when she was 4 years old, and all her life she was trying to get the house that they left back. But she got the final rejection last June that she's not getting anything and blah blah blah. So that made her really upset. But I traveled with my grandma to Ukraine. I just wanted to make those little holidays and surprise for her, to just take her back to where she's from. And of course I was taking plenty of images, and I would love to go back there and go back to the house that she used to live as a child. We do have an address by now, so it's just a matter of finding finances to finish this project and time, because my grandma is really willing to do this. She's so excited about everything, but I know it might be like the last calls as she's getting a bit older, so I would love to make it happen for her.